Hello, beautiful hearts. What's vibing today? Dr. Danae, your YouTube metaphysician, here to check in on this energy that is going around in the collective. We are under amazing times right now, guys. I know you're feeling it. Been hearing from, well, my clients. You know, a lot of different things are going on. A lot of old energy coming back around. And that's okay. Get excited that the old energy is coming back around. It's not coming around to pull you down, to tell you everything that you're not, remind you how things don't work out. That's what monkey mind is going to want you to think. It comes around so you can decide in that moment, do you still align with it? Do you still buy your own story of lack, limitation, and unworthiness? And if not, then, hey, you turned on the right video, because that's what I do. I help you understand yourself so you can make better choices and stop getting back on that lack mentality, the old way of being and doing, and just literally recycling the old experiences. So let's get into it. Number 8, procrastination. Who here is procrastinating on doing the inner work? I see you. We see you. We know you're there. I know you're watching. This is part of the journey. But here's the thing. What we resist persists. What we procrastinate on doing just builds more, and it will show up, blow up in our face at the most inopportune moment. Why? Because you've been ignoring it. You haven't been giving it attention. The only way through the only way out of your situation is to go through it. Meaning you've got to go within to get out of it. So for those of you that are procrastinating in some area of your life, looking at yourself, not just looking at yourself, but really changing up that inner dialogue. That inner dialogue, the way you talk to yourself and address yourself, it needs to be full of grace, compassion, love. And if it's not, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for in changing that relationship with you? That is the most important relationship you will have. The way that you talk to yourself, what you allow yourself to get away with, and I'm talking about gaslighting yourself, telling yourself stories that just lead to more procrastination. You stay in that energy, you're going to get more of what you've always had. Yes, you want love. For those of you that this is resonating with, and it's definitely around love, relationships outside of you. You've had a stream of unhealthy relationships. Each one made you feel more unworthy, more lack, more what's wrong with me, to where you feel like this. You look like this, you feel like this. Metaphorically, guys. Selling out. You have been selling out. You have been treating relationships coming from that place of trauma, of people pleasing, not having clear boundaries for yourself, what you'll accept, what you won't accept. Instead, changing those boundaries based on who you're dealing with, morphing into what you think they need or want. That is 100% selling out on who you are. That is not being authentic. That will never get you the love that you're desiring, that you deserve, and that you want. To get to that love, that unconditional love, where somebody just loves all of you, flaws and everything, you have to love yourself in that way first. That's where this procrastination is coming in. Yeah, this energy is getting very fiery. It's like, you have been seeing these messages, you've been getting these messages. I feel some of you who this is hitting home for, you've even been lying to yourself. Doing a lot of outside work upon yourself, but avoiding that deep inner work. There's nothing to be afraid of in the deep inner work. You're not going to get in there and find something too scary, too dark, too deep that you can't get past or that others wouldn't love you for. That's a lie. That is a lie that altered ego loves to spin and tell you and drive home. Why? To keep you from that deep inner work. All you're going to find in that deep inner work is the love that you are searching for. It cannot come to you outside of you until you find it within. I know some of you don't like hearing that, and that's fine. I don't care if you like hearing it or not. I'm speaking truth. Whether you like the truth or not, that's not my problem. And I know that sounds harsh, but hey, you know, here we are. I am 100% all love and light, but I don't take my own BS, let alone take BS from anybody else. Just don't. And it doesn't have to be an argument, a fight, anything like that. This is all about alignment and do you align with it? Do you resonate with it? If you don't, cut it off. Cut-offs for me, and ask yourself this, like for me, cut-offs aren't personal. If I cut somebody off, it's not personal, it's vibrational. For whatever reason, it's a different vibe, and I let that be that. It has nothing to do with the person's character, worth, or any of that. So ask yourself, you know, are you cutting people off, or are you cutting yourself off? It doesn't even have to be with people, but are you cutting yourself off from the energy you really need to be around because you're in this procrastination? So we've got the 6 of Coins, 8 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Yeah, totally validating this energy up here. The story is what the story is. 6 of Coins. There has been a lot of what I was just talking about. People pleasing, selling out. Guys, people pleasing does not come from a place of love. Not at all. It comes from a place of fear. People pleasing, that energy behind it, started out from energy being projected when you were younger, and you were taught to be worthy or to be valued or to be loved, you have to please this person, do what they say, or mold or act in a certain way that doesn't upset this person. That's all the BS. That's created mask and a false image, a false persona of you. It's not who you really are. This is why you're here. This is why you're unlearning this. You're learning that it's safe to be who you are, however you want to be. It's nobody else's business who you love, how you live your life, and what is right for you. Only you get to decide those things. So if you've been living your life looking for that outside validation and approval from everyone else, this is your sign. Knock it off. You've been getting the sign repeatedly. How do you know? Because it's been more and more uncomfortable. 8 of Cups, walking away from that energy, walking away from any energy that isn't equal reciprocity. If you're the one who has to give more, if you're the one reaching out more, whatever it is, if you're doing more than somebody else is, this is a pattern that you've had in your life. It goes back to that people pleasing. That is toxic. It's trauma. It is not love. It's time to walk away from that. Now, I like how this came out, because here's the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords, yes, it is the sneaky meeky card. It is deception, all of that, but it's also strategy. and tactics that don't have to be shady or any of that. This energy with this reading is saying, where are your strategies and tactics not working? Where are you deceiving yourself in trying to get to whatever you're doing? And what's coming through right now in this moment, if you're looking at the crowd or looking at your friends or looking at people on the internet, whatever, and saying, why them? Why does their life look so amazing? When's it my turn? Da, 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 da. That is 100% that deception energy you are with yourself. Stop comparing. You are unique. You are not to be like everybody else. Stop trying to be like everybody else. That's what you're trying to get out of. You are a unique being. You get to decide how your life goes, how you want to show up in the world. But you have to be okay with you first. This energy of wanting that outside validation and then you'll do it, that's exactly what is keeping you stuck. But here's the High Priestess looking back at this Seven of Swords energy. This is staying quiet. This is moving in silence, moving in secret. This is having higher knowledge, knowing higher knowledge, but you're not running around telling people what you're doing. I love the High Priestess energy because it is secret, but it's not deception. It's evolution. It's having higher knowledge. It is moving in your life in a way that helps you heal and grow. And that's what this all is about. You guys have been going through some intense times lately. This planetary influence that we are under, all of these planets in Taurus. Guys, this is huge. This is huge, huge, big transformation. You're seeing it within yourself and you're seeing it on the global level. Look at this. The 4 cards that literally just fell out. Wrap up this whole thing. It's literally this whole reading. So we've got a new opportunity, insights gained from a new experience, job, or partner. You're moving towards the new. You can't have these new experiences until you let go of this old. What is holding you back? Fear, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. Guys, you know, I heard something in passing yesterday. In passing, I don't know what I was doing. I just happened to hear somebody say this. And they have a platform, and we hear it a lot. A lot of well-established gurus or whatever say this. I do not align with this. And it's something where we need to be careful of our words, what we say, what we think. And it's a saying of hope for the best, but plan for the worst. That's shitty advice. That is absolutely crappy advice. Why? Because it's dual energy. If you're hoping for the best, but planning for failure or the worst, what are you going to get? You're going to get what you plan for. So I do not buy into that. So here's the thing. Do not expect the worst. Expect the best and plan for that. You may have to pivot and adjust, but do not plan for the worst case scenario because you will get the worst case scenario. That's where this deception comes in. False illusions, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. The way we think and speak are bad habits. Clean it up, clean it up, clean it up. Why? Because you are at another phase in your awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. Allow the shift to happen. All right, guys. I hope you found something valuable out of this. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Alakai, Alakai, Alakai. Bye-bye.